back. Well, this mower's been going great, and really the only thing that annoys me a little bit about it is occasionally it blows a little bit of smoke. So if you look back in earlier videos, when I rebuilt the engine in the first place, I did take a chance by using the original rings, and at the time I just thought that I might be able to get away with that and save the money, because it was difficult to find the rings and they're quite expensive as well. But as it turns out, it wasn't perfect, and I really want it to run perfectly. So I've decided to get new rings. You saw it just a bit earlier. I bought a gasket set, bought some genuine rings from Suzuki. There were none available as usual in Australia, so I had to import them from Japan. So just stripping the engine down. It's only done probably 10 hours, or 10 to 20 hours I suppose, since I've built this mower, and the engine really is perfect. As I said, the only thing I didn't do was the ring. So strip it down. I'm not expecting to physically see anything, but the rings, the original rings, were, they'd done a fair bit of work. I'm actually not sure how many kilometres the bike had before I got it, and I just thought I would give it a quick hone, obviously. So had this, I think it's called a flex hone. I like that tool. Cleaned up really good. I stuck the rings in there and checked the clearances and the ring gaps and so forth. I haven't videoed any of that. If you're interested in detailed engine builds, perhaps look at my very early videos from my Celica engine, where I go in depth about how to set piston ring gaps and valve clearances and all that sort of stuff. So there's the new rings on there. They look really good, and they should, for the cost and the fact they're genuine parts. So I just put them in one by one. I've put a rag around there because you obviously don't want to drop anything in the engine, and just progressively put it back together. It was quite a tight fit to get back into these bores, I must say. It wasn't the easiest of jobs, but anyway, I was glad to finally get them fitted in, and they looked fine. New head gasket, because I don't want to take any more shortcuts and have to do this again, so I thought I'd do everything 100%. There's a look at the head, which I fully rebuilt earlier. 16 valve. The valves are quite small, but it's quite a good engine, this one. So just putting it back together now. New copper washers. I'm torquing the head down properly. From memory, I think it's 20 Newton meters for the torque on these head bolts for any GSX 400F owners out there. It's not that difficult a job, to be honest. And just putting the cams back in. The valve clearances were all good, and there's marking on the cams, the inlet, the outlet, and the crank, to be sure it's timed properly. Just putting the valve cover back on, putting the carbies back on, and then I'll give it a quick start, and thankfully it started up first pipe, no smoke, so all good. And I'm actually looking to get this out very soon for a good run, so stay tuned.